and thanks for joining us from our studios in Israel. I'm Emmanuel Kadosh here with ILTV's Morning Briefing.
Unprecedented clashes broke out at the Western Wall in Jerusalem Wednesday morning as hundreds of protesters marched against the government's failure to create a mixed-gender prayer space at the holy site. Video on social media showed ultra-Orthodox onlookers and Western Wall officials lunging for the Torah scrolls carried by the protesters in an attempt to physically bar them from entering the prayer area. It was unclear how many participated in the protest, but video footage appears to show at least 100 others joining the march and prayer service. The religious leaders eventually managed to make their way to the Western Wall with 8 Torah scrolls. Regulations at the site prohibit worshippers from bringing their own Torah scrolls to the premises. At the wall, they were met by a mob of very young ultra-Orthodox protesters who physically attacked them. A few of the rabbis, including the head of the conservative movement in Israel, were pushed to the ground. A group of religious leaders from Israel set out on a special journey to Poland to learn more about the history of Jewish life and its presence in Poland now. The delegation, compiled of Greek Orthodox, Druzy sheiks, as well as Armenian and Anglican priests, visited the Nazik synagogue to meet with representatives of the Warsaw's Jewish community. The following day, they traveled to the Museum of History of Polish Jews, where they were later set to meet local Jews in Krakow. Today, the delegation is scheduled to travel to Nazi death camp Auschwitz, where they will meet with Polish bishops. Ruth Cohen-Dar, Israel's deputy ambassador to Poland, believes the mission was to bring the most important religious leaders from Israel to Poland. Seems like it's mission accomplished. A new report has found that anti-Semitic incidents on U.S. college campuses have increased tremendously, many due to the anti-Israel boycott, divestment, and sanctions movement. A study was released on October 1st, conducted by researchers at the Maurice and Marilyn Cohen Center for Jewish Modern Studies at Brandeis University. The study found that over 1/4 of Jewish undergrads who participated in the study feel a hostile environment towards Jews on their campus. The study was based on a survey taken in over 50 U.S. campuses and included Jewish undergraduates who applied to go on the Birthright Israel trip. It appears that on these campuses, high rates of anti-Semitic harassment and hostility are profoundly due to malice towards the State of Israel. The IDF and Israel Defense Ministry has decided to grant certain military personnel a special and important benefit. Released combat soldiers and soldiers enlisted after July 2013 who come from special backgrounds will only have to pay 1/3 of their higher education tuition. The IDF and Defense Ministry will fund the remaining 2/3. The new project, called From Uniforms to Studies, includes all the soldiers with special backgrounds such as new immigrants, lone soldiers, and minorities. The IDF hopes to help around 40,000 former soldiers every year and then extend the project to former non-combat soldiers, in accordance with the nature of their service. The new initiative is similar to the famous GI Bill that helped pay for tuition for some 16 million American soldiers after World War II.
That's all for now. I'm Emmanuel Kadosh, and see you later with our main daily broadcast from Israel at 2 p.m. Eastern Time.